I've heard a couple of other channels drop videos on this, a couple of big ones, a couple of small ones. I don't really disagree with anything that anybody is saying, to be honest with you, but I I just don't think that it's being represented in the way that I'm looking at it. So this is what I think. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Hey, before the video even continue, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the Notification Gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Alright, so recently, very short time ago, we had a situation where the Migos was approached by a jeweler, and the jeweler said, "You owe me $10,000 in, you know, 10K. You know what I'm saying? 10 stacks. You know what I'm saying? And I want my bread." So what I believe Quavo decided to do was, Offset was the one that was approached, by the way. So what Quavo decided to do was cold cock dude. He just decided, you know what? I don't like your face. And he hit him. So the guy ends up getting beat up. His name is Eric the Jeweler. Guy ends up getting beat up. Then they snatch another chain off of him. That's 30K. So, yeah. Anyway, in the aftermath of all of this, it comes out that Eric the Jeweler decides that he's going to work with the police. Yes. Now, this is a couple of different ramifications, but if you look at it, this is the way I'm looking at it. I could be 100% wrong, but this is the way that I'm looking at it. Think about it. Even if you watch TV shows, the movies, whatever. If you go downtown and I live in New York, so if you go to, the Diamond District or whatever, where, where all the jewelry is sold, all the diamonds and everything else is sold, what type of people do you doing business with? You understand what I'm saying? I used to work this one particular job where we used to do business with some jewelers, and we had to deliver stuff there every now and then. And when I tell you that there are no minorities down there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are no minorities down there. It just doesn't exist. That whole area. The only minorities you're going to see is doing the work like what I was doing. I'm not going to go into it. But you're not going to see people actually dealing with the diamonds or dealing with the jewelry that are actual minorities. It's just not going to happen. So I think people just got this situation wrong. I personally think there's a good chance Eric the Jeweler is just a front man. So while people were saying, "Oh man, Eric the Jeweler, he's ruining his career. He's not gonna be able to sell any more jewelry to these rappers because they're not gonna want to deal with him because he's snitching on Quavo," he's probably just a front man. I mean, I don't know his nationality. I'm not trying to claim I know, but the majority of these jeweler dudes is pretty old. So if you see young jewelers, there's a good chance that they're just the front man. And the same people that's behind them is just going to get some other person to be their front man and sell these jewels. I could be 100% wrong. Don't get it confused. But also, you got to take this into consideration. When you're dealing with the type of jewelry that I'm assuming that these guys is dealing with, all of those diamonds is insured. It's insured. See, this is the problem that we have as a people. And I don't be meaning to get on us all the time, but you got to understand, a lot of other cultures are they're dealing on a different level than what we're dealing on, because we've grown up, for the majority of us, inside of, it's like isolation. Think about it. You got cultures that raising your child means teaching your child how to deal with money. Like that's part of the culture. Raising your child means teaching your child how to be whether it's a male or female, how to be a good husband or wife. We live in a society where oh man, you can't assume that they want to be that you can't assume that a young boy is gonna want to have a wife, and you can't assume that a young girl is gonna want to have a husband. That's the type of society that we live in. I'm not knocking nobody, and I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just stating facts at this point. That a lot of these other cultures, they deal in more of a stringent code. Like if you're a young girl, you're gonna learn how to cook. You're gonna learn how to clean. You don't necessarily have to do any of that stuff when you get older. Don't get it confused. But you need to learn how to be a good mother and a husband and a good wife. And if you're a young man, you have to learn how to earn. You have to learn how to go out there and earn. Nowadays, our kids, they're just out on the street doing whatever. If they get a job, they get a job. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. I'm not trying to bash nobody. I'm just stating facts. So just calm down for a minute. So then you have a situation where these guys start doing business with people who really about business. So I don't know the situation why they decided they weren't going to pay. I'm not saying that they didn't pay. Maybe they did pay. As far as I know, they paid him. He tried to get more money off of it. They was like, "We not giving you no more money. Matter of fact, we already gave you too much." And then they snatch more jewelry. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say no, because of the facts that we currently have, that's not what happened. That they just decided they wasn't gonna pay. That's it. They're thinking about arresting these dudes in New York City. You get it now? Why I spoke so much about the diamonds and all this stuff in New York City. Now, I don't mean to be this is not a racist thing. It really isn't. But when you go down to the Diamond District and you deal with these people, they're all Hebrew. Pardon me, not Hebrew. They're all Jewish. You get it? They're all Jewish. And this guy's Eric the Jeweler, Eric the Jew, Eric the Jewish. Anyway, point being is, they're all Jewish. Where's the biggest population of Jewish people besides Israel? I think it's New York City. I think, right? As far as I know. So they're trying to arrest Quavo in New York City. Now, with that being said, I don't know. Maybe that's the only place they could arrest him. I'm assuming that this is America. And, when you still freaking supposedly, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes with my fingers, by the way, and you still $40,000, I'm pretty sure you could get arrested in any state. I'm pretty sure they don't have to wait for you to get to a specific state in order to arrest you. But they plan on arresting him in New York. So he could be in the New York system. Think about that. Now, I personally think they need to just come up off that bread. They need to just give back the $30,000 chain and then hit them with that other 10, and then that's it, and then hope that those charges could disappear. Because they're not gonna like where it's going. Whether they're right or whether they're wrong, where it's about to go, they're not gonna like. And then add this to that, you book the Migos, you book 3 Migos. You don't book 2. I'm assuming you're gonna book 3, right? You don't book the Migos and be like, you know what, we want a discount. Could y'all leave Quavo home? Like, you don't say that. So Quavo get locked up. That's gonna cut into the Migos bread. The Migos feed a lot of dudes. They roll with like 25, 30 people. They feed a lot of people. And then on top of that, aren't they already on like probation or some shit? See, this is what I mean by we're not dealing, us as our people, we're not dealing, we don't have not all of us have the capacity to deal on the same level as people who are raised to deal on a certain level. They don't even want no smoke. Now, with that being said, if you're a jeweler, it's not like you can't hire some people to go get your bread. You understand? Like, this is what you got to think about. It's not like they can't hire people to go get that money. They can literally hire people and go get that money. I think I just explained how these dudes is gangsters. I think I just explained it, how those jewelers are gangsters. And the proof of that is They're going to just get you arrested in New York City. It's crazy. Anyway, so I want to know what you guys think about this. I mean, I could go way more in depth with this. If y'all want me to really go more in depth with this, leave it in the comment section. I'll make another video on this. But this is already stretching kind of long. I could go way more in depth with this. But I think that a lot of people, a lot of other channels, are, they have more visibility than me, so they don't want to say certain things. Like, that's also what you got to take into consideration. A lot of channels, I know they know. I don't think that they don't know. But I think a lot of things that I say, they don't want to say because of their visibility, and they don't want to hurt their marketability, and they don't want to hurt, they might already have partners, especially when you get to these channels that's like 300,000 freaking people in their community, 150,000 people in the community, 200,000 people in the community. They'll say a lot of outlandish things, but there's certain things that they don't want to say. And I'm hope nobody feels disrespected, but I'm saying what it is. These dudes, the Migos, that is, when I say these dudes, they can get touched. That's why it kills me when I do all the weird color hair. The rainbow hair got 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's why he talk about he can't get touched. My dude, you don't got no real beef. You don't have beef. Right now, the Migos have real beef. Real beef. The Migos have that type of beef that freaking Biggie Smalls was talking about. They got real beef. Their beef is so real that the freaking jewelry industry is going to scrap one of the people that work for them and say, you know what? We already know that you're damaged. We already know that you can't do any more deals because nobody's going to want to deal with you, but we don't care because we want to go this other route. So your career is over, but we're going to go this other route, and we're going to take care of these mofos and make an example out of them. There's no telling how much other jewelry these dudes haven't paid for. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no telling. This is just what's been reported after the fact that there was an incident. There's no telling how much more jewelry these guys have not paid for. There's no telling. There's no telling how much jewelry they probably been lent, because a lot of these jewelry guys, they'll lend you jewelry. You understand what I'm saying? And they later on they'll get it back. That's another reason why you see a lot of guys that sometimes they'll just have like 1 million chains on with their one main piece. Their main piece is whatever the big shit is. They have like 1 million other chains or whatever. And so sometimes they just get loaned jewelry. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's like advertisement for whoever the jeweler is. So I want y'all to leave the comments down below. I want to know what y'all think about this. Migos is in real trouble here. And then it could be a little bit thicker and a little bit deeper if you really want to take into consideration that that post that I'm not even going to go into that. But basically, they're getting attacked from all fronts right now. All fronts. Migos is getting attacked from all fronts. Somebody's tired of their BS. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Yo, look, I love y'all. Take care of each other. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.